basketball. You back with my man Spence in the gym. Ready to work, ready to get it in. Ready to give you what you need, guaranteed to succeed for the game that you love to play each and every day, in every way. So, listen to what I gotta say. Spence, my man, coming through as always, looking for more knowledge, looking to advance his game. For someone who does everything that is asked, he is now continuing his progress of all the different things he's learned over the 3 to 4 year process that we've been working together. So now he has all the essential tools. He can go left, he can go right, he can dribble a little bit, he can create contact at times, and he knows how to get his shot up quick. So now, with all those variables taken care of, now how do you become consistent? That is always going to be the conversation with me, because that is the lack of what I see in basketball. Okay, and it's numbers, right? Numbers. So again, I talked about this last episode, and it's numbers. So here we are working on not only creating space, but now freezing the defender when they start to approach us. So with that dribble, they're going to sit and wait to see what we're doing. As those hands drop, it's a shot. Okay. One thing that you always have to remember, right? And if you're at home, I want you to put your arms up for just 10 to 15 seconds. Just hold them up in the air and see how long you can keep them up. There's going to be a point, if a defender is standing there long enough and they're distracted by your dribble, or there's movement or screens coming, the first thing that's going to drop is their hands. So you have to be ready to shoot as soon as that action happens. Now, sometimes they'll be a little bit closer than you like for comfort, but it's a timing situation, right? It's timing. So everything that you do is rhythm. And if you don't have your rhythm, that's kind of what throws you off, okay? And so if you want me to break down the moves, the simple moves in this drill that we did was more of a retreat dribble. Okay, and then with that retreat dribble, we just did a 2 dribble combo move into the hand that he likes to get the ball into, which transfers over to the right hand for the shot. Now, he can shoot off of his right hand dribbling with his right hand, but he prefers to come back to that left and then pull up with that right. Okay, so we were just working a 2 dribble move with that, and then we always transfer over to another move. And so the next move was just another simple move with the retreat, okay? Because you always got to have more than just one. There's always going to be film and teams scouting, well, at least at the next level, okay? And with that, you want to have at least 2 moves that you can go to. And then, like I said, you always want to have the ability to drive. Now, you may not be a great finisher, but you should know where you are getting rid of the basketball. These are all simple things that keeps the game simple for you. And now what we did was, okay, they know our move that we're getting ready to do. So now we're going to sell it like we're trying to drive by, and then we're going to replace back onto the 3-point line. Okay, so he did a really good job of changing the tempo of his dribble with quick dribble, then kind of a hang and a pause. Then he went forward, then he went back, then it was quicker other times. But mainly he was locked in on his balance and his shot. So can't complain really, man. He just goes hard all the time, and you're going to see misses. As much as you see Steph and all these other guys make threes, they miss too. There's some workouts actually online where some of the Olympic team guys get up some extra shots, and you will see them miss a couple in a row. Now, even though some of these shots are what coaches like to call tough shots, I like to call them shots that you need to be successful when you have nothing happening. Okay, so now you're creating something from nothing. So in a point of where he retreats his dribble, there's no movement on offense, and now he has to make something happen in a small space. So now his move was a retreat, a crossover through the legs, but instead of that, now he can retreat, he can put it through the legs, pound, still stay on the 3 with a step back, and make a shot opportunity happen. A lot of times people will get yelled at for that because it is a bad shot. And again, I think shots are only bad if you don't work on them. And when I say this kiddo works on every aspect of his game and he takes pieces of the day to do that, he does. And regardless of sometimes if he makes it or he doesn't, he does shoot at a high percentage. So most coaches will give him the green light in that sense. And for me, it's really about him balancing his weight training along with his shooting, because he wants to be so much stronger, because he's not going to be so much taller than everybody. So he kind of just wants to be a little muscle that can move people, and then he can create off of that. Again, when you go to one side, your step backs may be a little bit different and your counters may be a little bit different based on how you like to shift your weight. So some people may not do the same moves on the right side as they do on the left side. So sometimes we like to have a variation there for him, especially when going through the legs and maybe a misdirection or same leg step back in here, if he likes those things. Okay, so there's all these moves that he can do, but how do we keep it simple enough to where he can make it while being tired? So that is another factor which you definitely heard me talk about in Basketball U if you've tuned in. And if you're new to the channel, great, welcome. Conditioning is key. Number one skill for Basketball U. I don't know about anywhere else, but if you're not in shape here, you're not getting much done. Okay, so again, doing all these moves are great, but if you are not in shape, you're not hitting any of these shots. So again, we're wasting time. Now, one thing I'll tell you about Spencer is he will show up to his practice early in the morning and he runs what we call 17 countdowns. So you're running sidelines 17 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You get the gist of it, right? And then he takes a rest for about 30 to 40 seconds. Then he goes back again and he does 15. Then he does 13. Then he does 11. Then he does 9, 7, 5, 3 full courts up and back. So 1 up court, 2, and then 3, and then he runs 1 more full court just for the last one. Now, why does he skip 2 each time? It's just more of a time thing where he doesn't have enough time to do it where it's 17, 16, 15, 14 in a row. So he skips 2 just to manage his time and be able to get shots up or whatever else he needs in that time frame when he shows up to practice. Now, just keep in mind that you have to build up to that. You don't just go and do that. You might not make the rest of the workout if you do just that workout. Okay, so just keeping all that in mind and wanted you guys to know that hard work always pays off. Consistency is going to show with that hard work, and know that you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. Basketball U, I appreciate you for always coming through. I am the Daily Trainer, and I'm happy to be here with you, and I'm happy to give you a little insight on what I'm doing. And I got to put some of my players that got offers up on here too. That would be fun for you to watch as well. All right, Basketball U, remember, someone's always working. Are you?